Hi guys, my name is Katie and I'm here to talk about my last speech, and today my topic deals with criminals. It deals with should violent criminals be punished for their crimes, be put in prison jail. But first it uses my topic involves the word violent, and I did look up what violent means because for some people it could mean different things. And so the definition of violent means using or involving physical force intended to hurt, damage, or kill someone or something. So that can include murder, attempted murder, trying to harm someone, intending to harm someone. That could be maybe an ex-boyfriend breaking into ex-girlfriend's house and having the intention of harming her or someone part of her life. But there are multiple reasons why we should and shouldn't put more people in prison due to their crimes, and some of the factors include impossibility of parole. Recently there have been decrease in prison rates, but late 2016 there have been more prisoners in jail, and the reason why is nobody has a chance of parole. Many states such as Illinois, Iowa, South Dakota, and Pennsylvania have eliminated parole altogether. They don't have a chance of getting parole, so they're in prison for life. And so if someone stays in prison for life, they won't ever get out, and so the prison will just get full of more people, and they don't have anywhere to go because they're sentenced to life in prison. But I did also find that as of 2012, nearly 160,000 Americans are serving life in prison. That was in 2012, and recently there have been more criminals, more higher rates. Another reason too is being falsely accused. I did do research about this because there have been people who have been accused of a crime they didn't commit. And so I did find in 2016 that more than 150 people were falsely accused and they were sentenced to life in prison. That's another reason why prison rates may be rising, because some people are getting accused of a crime they didn't commit. But it's good that they do find out who's falsely accused and who actually really committed a crime. But not everyone is in jail for murdering someone or being violent or causing threats or bombings or anything. But according to federal and state prisons, I did find graphs and percentages. For example, violent rates for states is about 7.4% versus federal state where there's 52.9% of violent crimes. The second highest percentage is drug use, and it's not violent unless someone's trying to kill someone with a drug, such as like drug overdose or using unclean needles or something like that that could intentionally harm someone and they would know it, which eventually could lead to death, and then that would be considered a violent crime. But then it goes down the list to property, public order, and then there's 0.8%, which is other. But I agree that violent criminals should be sent to prison. Not necessarily life in prison. It depends on what they did. Murder, first degree, third. It depends what they do, but it just depends on the judge and the jury, if there is a jury involved, about their punishment. But they should be punished for their crime. But it's going to be different if someone kills someone versus someone stealing a pack of gum from a grocery store. They're not going to get 2 years in prison for stealing gum versus someone who tried to kill another person. So it'll vary. One factor I can see why people wouldn't want to do this is it's gonna cost money. It'll cost money to build more prisons. It's gonna cost more to get people to more police officers. So it'll create jobs, but jobs most people probably don't want. So costs will go up. There won't be room, and they're going to get the money from us. Maybe taxes may go up for certain states who do put more people in prisons. Even maybe in like Iowa and Pennsylvania where there's no chance of parole, they may do this. But in the end, people who commit a crime, it's based on the judge, and even if they're caught, some people aren't caught or they're still on the run. Lots of people, all criminals are on the run, so we may not, with the research I found, there could be hundreds or thousands of people who should be in prison but are runaways. They're staying hidden, hiding from the cops, running from the cops. But everyday crimes are committed. I'm not sure how many people do get arrested every day. It'll be different. You know, holidays, seasons can change that. But for me, in the end, I do think people, violent criminals, any kind of violent crime doesn't just have to be murder. They should be in prison. There's a saying, if you do the crime, you have to do the time. And so they need to learn from their crime that they either committed or tried to commit. So even trying to commit a crime, that should be some sort of punishment. And I know there are offers for bail, which I'm fine with. I'm sure a lot of people are, but it just depends on the crime and what they did. And kids are different too. Kids aren't gonna be in prison. They'll be in juvie depending on their age, and if they do turn 18, what happens then. It just, people will decide that. But for me, criminals shouldn't just be let off the hook that easy. They should really pay the price, and it will keep others safe, and eventually they may get a chance of parole, but in the end it'll be better for us and just the public. Thank you.